You just got to find the right.
People that have joined so far, my mom and me.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Saturday night. Is my fly up? Oh, thank God. Great to see you. Welcome to the Oasis Lounge. My name is Ryan Legler. I'll be your MC tonight. And I am representing the rest of the Sheridan Comedy Club. You know, just a few local kids and older kids getting together, trying to make some jokes and make you guys laugh. So, are you ready for it? All right. Well, you know, winter is coming, and we all know what that means. Snow. Boo. Thank you for the crowd participation. I love that guy, right? And then snow removal, you know, which can be a little tricky in Sheridan. You know, being that our snow removal strategy is basically wait till it warms up. Last year, they didn't plow my back alley at all. You know how frustrating that is, not getting your back alley plowed? Right, ladies? See? Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just an idea. We could borrow a few $1 million from the downtown sculpture budget. And we could, instead of having sculptures every 2 feet, maybe every 10. This is a hazard to our alcoholic community, guys. You guys. And what are these statues anyways? There's one by the YO Theater. It's called like Blue Bliss, and I call it Urinal in Queens. And if you saw it, you know, when you see it, you know what I'm talking about. We got a rhinoceros for some reason, full size and weight, but the most troublesome one to me, the one that pisses me off the most, that sculpture with all the bumpers. You remember that? All the bumpers stacked up. It's kind of like in that view, like these are all the bumpers we could have saved if we had road salt. My goodness. Did you guys know that the Rainbow isn't a gay bar? No. It's true. It's kind of misleading, you know, by the sign. The guy-to-girl ratio. And then they got that pink neon sign in the window that says, "Welcome, stranger." And I just imagine poor Steve and Steven on a road trip, you know, and they happen into our little town. And they're walking down our main street, loving our sculptures. And they're like, "Oh my God, Steve! Strangers welcome!" And I come in, and they don't see a guy taking a shower on the bar. That's the first clue. But then the guy-to-girl ratio checks out, and they're like, "Hey, Chickaday's only $1?" They don't all work out, folks. You know, I thought that was a great one to start our first comic. So we're gonna start her anyways. Our first comic tonight, ladies and gentlemen. She is the heart and soul of our group, and you're going to love her too. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage everyone's favorite grandma, Lois Bell.
If I was only 40 years younger, I could date hotties like him. That's young enough to date him and safe enough not to be Jeffrey Epstein. So, I think I'm not telling anybody here anything new, but it is getting hard to get by, especially on a fixed income these days. going to the grocery store, it's just watching those prices spin out of control faster than a squirrel in a skirt. And after, on one check, my Social Security check, after I pay rent and get my ticker medication and utilities, it's getting hard and you have to get creative to buy groceries. Now, I don't even own a car, and so I get around on the minibus here in town. So I tell you, you have to get creative. Now, dog food and cat food, that is so 20th century. That's not even part of the gig anymore. But I have heard the new trend for seniors is to order Happy Meals. And you can get enough there to last a day. You can have French fries for breakfast, half a burger for lunch, the other half and a soda for dinner. The trouble is getting the minibus to go through the drive-through window. Now, I've tried some other things, like, for example, hitting the free breakfast buffets at the hotels. But I had to go into the witness protection program for that. Then I tried doing a dash and dine at Perkins. You can try it, but just remember, you better get a walker with wheels, because mine got snagged on the carpet. I don't like washing dishes. Or you can try happy hour at the local bars. If you go and sit up and sit close to that, garnish tray, you can order water, and when the bartender's not looking, well, you got olives, and you've got oranges and lemons. You can really get your fruit and vegetables there. But if they don't have them, the bars are having a hard time too with the costs. So the only thing about that is if they have anything to munch on at all, it's popcorn. And that gets stuck under my dentures. But the other day, a friend of mine was telling me that her grandchildren get $20 a tooth from the tooth fairy. I'm going, $20? Wow. My grandkids are living in the basement. They're getting to the age where those suckers are going to start popping out. I think I could be good for about $400 a kid. That could work. And then I thought, why do I have to depend on them? I can just use my own dentures. There's 32 teeth in an adult mouth. That's $640 a month. And the good thing is, I can keep pulling them out and putting them under on the first day of every month. Have a good night. Thank you for being here. We hope you enjoyed the rest of the show. And thank you to Ann Gardner, who sponsored our radio ads for this program. Take it away, Ryan.
Louis Bell, everybody! I had to go car shopping recently. My favorite thing that I drove was an F-150. It just felt right. It drove right. Then I realized I don't want to help you move at all. So I had to go back, and the only other things that was in my price range was a Subaru. And I already look too much like a lesbian, you know what I mean? I can't, Are you guys ready for your next comic? All right. Our next comic is the producer of this show. He created it and has been doing it over the years. He's brought us together tonight, and he's the only guy who's ever changed his name to sound more Jewish. Ladies and gentlemen, Marv Maslowski. Yeah!
Well, what a great crowd tonight. Thank you for being here. As Ryan said, my name is Marvelous Marv Mazalowski, and I grew up here in Sheridan. But tonight, I want to dedicate this show, my show part, to all the pets that have loved us for all those years. So, anyways, here we go. Let me quit my yapping and start telling something that's worthy of your time. So, I did say I grew up here in Sheridan, and I did. And people in town knew me. Some did, some didn't want to. But they were surprised when they found out I actually had a girlfriend before I got married. Yeah, and so she said to me, do you wear boxers or do you wear briefs? Well, it depends. I never saw her again. But also what's nice about being married to a loving woman and a professional at times is that I have somebody to kind of monitor my snoring. So that's been a real blessing. So thinking about a couple of different things. Do we have any readers here? Anybody read? We got one down here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, those last two I made up. Anyways, hopefully you've read some of the great pet literature from our time. You know, there's the tale of 2 kitties. That was a good one. And another one was Moby Dog, a great story about a small dog in a big town. Then we had, well, there's always the Pet Almanac, and that's just facts. And
Pet Almanac.
yeah, okay. And then another thing we had was Dr. Seuss. Now, Dr. Seuss actually wrote the book Go, Dog, Go, and that is what you call a real classic. So one other great reading was, The Great Cats Pee. The Great Cats Pee. And my thought was, well, of course they do. So anyways, I did start to do a column. I started to do a column, a help column. And the help column was called Hark, It's Mark. And so I get letters. I get great letters, lots of them. And one of them said, Dear Hark, my husband loves to drink beer like a fish. And he drinks beer all the time, and I'm worried he's going to flounder. Help, SOS, Sue, she. So I wrote back, Dear Sue, you might consider putting a large fish tank in the man cave. My next letter said, Dear Heart, my son loves to wear his pink Power Ranger for Halloween. But he also wears it for a lot of other high holidays. And he just loves wearing it. And so when I read that letter, I thought, well, that's okay. I mean, what's up with that? It's fine. But then she goes on to say, he lives in the garage, and he's 38 years old. So she wrote back, she said, help, signed, Power Off. And I wrote back, Dear Power Off, you might want to find your son a hot pink Power Ranger and turn his power back on. And then one says, Dear Hark, we live in the deep south. My daughter is moving home after having 3 failed marriages. But then she said, but now she's met Mr. Right. And I'm like, or she's like, what's the chances of that? So she signs it, skeptical. So I write her back. I said, "Dear Skeptical, why are you letting your 8th grade daughter date?" A groaner. Anyway, so finally, one writes, "Dear Hark, I'm nearing retirement age. I'm getting close to retirement, and I'm nervous because my 401k has become a 101k, and my IRA has become a NORA. And when I go to the bank to talk about my mortgage, well, I'm so far underwater, I have to wear scuba gear. Help, signed, Financially Twisted." So that one perplexed me, and I thought, okay, here we go. You might want to start practicing warm and fuzzy greetings, because I do hear Walmart is hiring. Okay, I guess there was one more. This one was questionable. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's not appropriate, so we won't do that one. Okay, so there was a man walking down the street, and he saw on the door the sign that said "Talking Pet for Sale." Talking Pet for Sale. He goes in, and the pet store owner's there, and he says, "Wow, where's this dog at?" The pet owner says, "Well, he's in the back." So this man goes to the back, and he looks at the dog, and he says, Are you the dog that talks? Are you the talking dog?" "Well, of course I am." "Oh, well, tell me something about yourself, your history or something." "Well, I spent time with the CIA, kind of listening to criminals and then sharing it. Then I worked for the ATF, and then I had another rich history after that." So the guy went back to the owner and said, "Wow, that is impressive. That is very impressive. How much do you want for this dog?" And the guy says, "Well, I'll take $10. $10 for a talking dog? Yeah, he lies a lot." Okay, so if you didn't laugh, don't feel bad. Give it a couple weeks. Dream big. Go get him. Thank you.
More Mazelowski, everybody! All right, well, with the Sheridan Comedy Club, we also like to mix it up with a little theater. So we will be preparing for our next sketch, which was written by Lois Bell. Come on, cast, it's time to get up here. Oh! Technical difficulty. Talk amongst yourselves.
I'm a little bit clumsy, not quite.
Who directed this show? Oh, yeah. Why don't you get down right there? Actually, get up on this table.
Mark, take that light. I know, my big head is blocking the way. All right.
All right.
Good, Mark? Not quite, I just got some light. All right.
Put your teeth in.
Two dogs,
Comb your hair. You look like
Mitzi
an
and Calvin, are getting ready for an outing with their owners.
Hey, Mitzi, haven't seen you in a long while. I mean, what is the new owner's name?
Yeah, I'm training this new owner. I don't know her name yet.
Oh, don't not to worry. Come along. I'll help you train your new human.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Calvin, sit.
Watch this.
Come on, Calvin. Sit. Sit. Good boy.
Mitzi, sit. Mitzi, sit. Mitzi, good girl. Girl. Oh, she's so pretty.
See? Totally all right, right? Ah, Rufus has been here. He's been eating good.
Oh. Oh, Mitzi's with litter. It seems like Rex the German Shepherd's the father.
Really? Wonder when they're ever gonna get together. You know, the German Shepherd dad has been digging under the fence for quite a long while now. You know, I've been checking her out myself, if you know what I mean.
Oh, she's such a slut. She'll go into heat for any dog.
I hope you're right.
Oh, darn. I forgot to drop her a P-mail to congratulate her. Oh, wait. Oh, there's those schnauzers. I hate those yappers. They don't know when to bark and when to shut up.
Now you see, you do what you want, but don't overdo it. But do what they want, and then you get a treat.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Calvin. I can work with this.
Okay, Calvin, come on, let's get in the car.
All right, come on, Mitzi.
Calvin,
let's go.
come on.
One more time, please.
Come on, Calvin. Okay, good boy.
Come on. I got a treat. You want a treat? Come on.
All right.
Come on. You just gotta get in the car.
All right, we'll see you around Mitzi. We're going to go on for a bit of a ride, and then shortly to the veterinarian, where I'm going to get tutored.
As our birthday two theatrical engagements this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a next very special treat for our next performer. She's a consummate storyteller, and you're about to find out why. From Lame Deer, Montana, the lovely, the wonderful, Shy Clem.
Good evening. People wonder, what kind of name is Shy Clem? Well, I am a person of what is now called mixed heritage. I used to be a half-breed. But what do you get? You look like a smart woman. What do you get when you mix red and white? Pink. So my mama was a full-blood Northern Cheyenne. My daddy was a red-headed Irish cowboy. So I wound up pink on the outside. But I was red on the inside. Anyway, I hung around with a few black people too, so excuse that. So Shy stands for Cheyenne. Clem stands for my cowboy name. It also was Clem the Clumsy, and I gotta take these shoes off because I'm about ready to fall off of them. So anyway, I would like to acknowledge some people that are here tonight that I dearly love. One of them is Molly Jones, sitting back there. Molly is a nurse who served the Northern Cheyenne people for over 40 years. She is 92 years old and still beautiful. Stand up, Molly. Wave your hand. Let them see who you are. Now, my last routine, I did a thing about the guy. I can't do that tonight because the guy is here. I'd like to introduce another Cheyenne warrior, Greg Wallace. Greg, raise your hand. He doesn't like to be called the guide. He likes to be called the chauffeur, because I get us lost all the time with directions when we come to town. And number 2, the protector. Isn't that nice? Okay. So, you think this is real hair? Who in the hell had hair like this at my age? So it's a wig. Now, I'm a thrift store addict. No, let me rephrase that. I am a thrift store goddess. They know me. They know me everywhere. I'm going to write a book about thrift stores. But anyway, we have one thrift store in Lamberg. It's called Everything Beautiful Thrift Store. I hit it about twice a week. Never know how it show up. I don't know I need it until I see it, right? So, I walk in there, Mary Ann. She's a clerk, that she runs the whole place. She said, I've been saving something for you. Well, it was this. And she said, nobody else in their right mind or in Lamberg would ever wear this except for you. I said, well, thank you. I tried it on. She said, how does it look? She said, makes you look at least 6 months younger. I said, sold, $8. I said, what the hell? I gotta sport this, right? So I put it on. And then we happened to come to Sheridan. Now there's a place in Sheridan where people of color, even pink like me, feel comfortable. Rainbow Bar. I know a lot of people in there because I lived in Sheridan for 7 years. I used to hang out there. I walk in and see a lot of my old buddies and everything, and they didn't recognize me. And so I said, it's me. He said, I recognized you. I saw your snake legs. Kind of skinny, They have an old joke, Indian joke. Indian girls. Antelope legs and buffalo hips. I guess it's funny doing this. But anyway. So I was sporting around, styling, Hey, big guy, haven't seen you for a long time. Anyway, so I went to the jukebox. I was going to pick out some tunes, styling tunes, where you could walk around like this, flip your hair, give a big eye, that kind of stuff. So, another friend of mine, like me, a person of mixed heritage, walked in. I hadn't seen him for a couple of years. He was a little, we call it tuned up. I don't know what you guys call it. He said, Clem, God damn, I haven't seen you in a long time. Came over and gave a big hug. And you know what he did? Give me a big hug. He knocked the fucking wig off. And then he said, oh my gosh. I said, oh, how could this happen? And then he said, what is that? Is it a varmint? I said, oh my gosh, how could this happen? And so I said, you settle down, you behave yourself. Help me put this on. So he was going to help me. He said, you should pin that on. I said, I think I will. And I said, oh my gosh, how could this happen to a person? But I'll tell you my closing line. Do you know the difference? Do you know the difference between a fairy tale and a cowboy Indian story? Do you know it? Okay, I'll tell you. Fairy tale starts out once upon a time. Cowboy Indian story starts out, no shit, this really happened. Love you, thank you. I gotta try to get off the stage without, I think I'm gonna keep my shoes off because they're kind of slippery.
Shy Clem, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. Well, my new favorite website on Facebook, I guess it's a page, is Sheridan Rants and Raves. Have you heard of this thing? It's, for those of you who haven't heard of Sheridan Rants and Raves, you can rave about an experience that you had at a local business and you get a lot of thumbs. Or if you rant about something, 38 people jump up your butt in like 5 seconds for complaining about everything. And I used to be a notorious poo talker online, but I reformed my ways. It's still hard. I'm in recovery. And you know that thing up by the courthouse that that everybody? Yeah, oh God, yeah. It's got a very bad rap. Somebody loves it. You know what? I love it too. But there was a conversation on Rants and Raves where a guy was complaining about it, and this dude was like, "Does anybody had any good experiences in this place?" And I was like, "Oh, something positive, I can chime in." I was like, "Well, yes, I took a date there last Sunday night, and we had a lovely dinner in the sunset." And it wasn't 5 minutes before Richard M. replied, "Yeah, and that's probably why you're still single." And I was impressed, because that means he had to go to my page, find out I was single, just to confirm the veracity of that burn. Now, I typed out immediately, because I can't control myself, I typed out, "I'm like Richard, the only reason that I'm not in a committed relationship is because I told your mom I wasn't ready for one." And I work at the senior center. That could have happened. Huh? Are you guys ready for your next comic? All right. This next performer is a talented and wonderful young man. He's getting better every day. Please join me in welcoming Dylan Peterson.
Yeah, lay out the mushrooms there, Ryan. How we doing, Sheridan? Yeah. All right. Now, does anyone know of my origin story? Just real quickly. None. Well, I mean, those two people. Okay, so for the initiated, I was not born here in Sheridan, Wyoming. As a matter of fact, I was born an alien in Roswell, New Mexico, in a little saucer crib. Now, for some strange reason, my parents moved out to be here in this lovely town, and they were paranoid that people close to them, family, friends, are all worried they're going to discover my heritage. Well, before things could get really dicey, they disguised something no one else has saw coming. Autism. It was a great disguise, everyone. It was a great disguise. I tell you what. Now, I had no idea, and everyone had no idea, that I was the alien from E.T. or from my generation, Invader City. They get it. Yep. But you know what I hate? I hate the fact that my mom uses my autistic identity like a get-out-of-jail-free card. Like, seriously. I mean, after an incident at an airport where I caused mass hysteria that we're about to crash, and then, well, we were landed safely, of course, and then we're at baggage claim, right, when a big-ass volcano is up. I was so mesmerized by the volcano, I was like, "Volcano!" And then this boomer of an old man came up to our parents and was like, "Hey, you gotta get your kid under control. These damn kids these days," just grumbling in his mouth. My mom was like, "I'm sorry, but he's just a kid. Also, he has autism. I don't know what to tell you. He's just out of control." And his old wife was right behind him. Was like, "Yeah, you jackass." And meanwhile, my dad was just white knuckling the whole time. It's like, it's not an excuse. And I live by that mantra, by the way. I live by the mantra at the fact that I don't use autism as an excuse ever.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the funny thing about autism. There is an autism test online that people will go online to see if they're autism or whatnot. And if they pass, they'll try to wear it like a crown. Not me. I just take it like a boss. Here's what I hate about excuses though, all right? Excuses, what is the definition of an excuse, right? It's a reconciliation of a mess up. I mean, you don't blame it on yourself. You don't blame yourself. You don't blame it like, all right, I mess up. I'm going to forgive someone, and we're going to move on. Here comes someone with an excuse. They blame their spouse. They blame their parents. They blame their kids. They blame the aliens for all people's sakes. They blame it on the politician, autism. You know, it's amazing how people make excuses. And the only reason why they blame it on someone else is because they did a relapse. You know what I mean? Alcohol, drugs, you know what I mean, right? But, you know, aside from using any excuses, I used my autism in a video game called Call of Duty. Didn't go over well. Our team lost, I was screaming on the microphone, ah! And then the other guy from the team was like, ah, shut up! Looney Tunes style, right? And I cried like a little girl. I was so sad for like a few minutes. Turned off the microphone and took the controller, and then I played again. Because I'm a boss. I learned that lesson very, very hard. Now you might be asking yourself, Dylan, what do you do for your line of work? Do you work on computers? Do you work with other people with autism? Actually, if you asked me about a couple of years ago, my line of work is in the fast food industry. Very discombobulated already. Look, listen, I dropped out of college because I was flunking out, and then I need a line of work that I could pay back the bills, and it was fast food. Fast food was very convenient for me. Despite the discombobulation with my own autistic identity, and maybe a couple of outbursts here and there because it was too loud of a noise from the fires and the. But I've worked in fast food industries for about a few years that I've identified 3 types of customers.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right here. The first one are the cranky yelpers. Yeah, it got real quiet. Because you're like, yeah, I'm one too. And now a cranky yelper, of course, you're just sitting there behind the counter. You order this lady's food for her kids and her big sugar daddy. And then she comes back with the food and she's gonna be like, all right, there's no pickles. I need no pickles on this burger at all at the pizza restaurant. There's little sauce on this pizza. I want this to be remade at a taco restaurant. There's supposed to be no sour cream, no guacamole. Could you please remake it? Absolutely, ma'am. I can absolutely remake it. Here's a situation though. If the cranky yelper is on our meltdown phase, you know, she's gonna have a big tirade. She's gonna be like, "This is the worst restaurant ever. I'm never coming back again. You guys are the worst." 2 solutions. If it's her first time, and then you're just trying to be polite, all you have to do is order a refund. Hey Jimbo, can you get this lady a refund? And please, take the coupons. Take the goddamn coupons, please. Just get out of the restaurant, please. I'm so sorry for your experience. Or second, if management is real ticked off, guess what's going to happen to that cranky yelper, all right? Ah, get out of here! That's what's going to happen. Second type of customer, the indecisive pickers. I'm going to say this for the people in the back. The indecisive pickers are the ones that take the longest in the drive-thru, who don't know what they want to order. And I'll tell you what, you're at a coffee shop, you're trying to order. Hey, welcome to Chickers Coffee Corporation. How may I help you today? Yeah, can I get a cheeseburger? What? Here's what you can do. All you can offer is suggestions. Are you want to eat healthy? Are you want a burger? Are you want a taco? You know what I mean. And then they go, I kind of want something healthy. All right, sir, here at Taco Time, we got a protein bowl. It's not exactly healthy, but you get a lot of protein. Yeah, I would like that, sir. Okay, do you want chicken, steak, or a vegetarian option, black beans? Now, as an alien with autism, there's not a social cue that can combat that, so all you're stuck is this. And then, fortunately, if that customer has autism as well, you could do prolonged eye contact just to give them the pressure of a lifetime. Fortunately, when they complain, okay, I'm gonna order a chicken protein bowl. I'm gonna take the mantra from the cow that says, eat more chicken. Last, and certainly not least, customer number 3, the tipsy drivers. Yeah, this is already going real great. They're the most dangerous breed of customer you're ever gonna have. I mean, you don't see them coming, but you can definitely smell them a mile away. And so that drunkard pulls up to the drive-thru, and you're at Taco Time. Hey, welcome to Taco Time. How may I help you? Excuse me, sir? Okay, pull up to the window then. Oh boy. Sir, what do you want exactly? I'm sorry, do you want a combo number 9? No. A combo number 1? Nope. Here's what you do with a tipsy driver, all right? You ring up the BS combo of a lifetime and hope they fell for it. So I was like, oh, I see what you want, sir. You want the combo number 911. Is that what you wanted? He fell for it. Of course, because they're all drunkards. It was like, yeah. It turns out you want to order a secret food item. And you don't say the actual total, you say the fake total. I was like, all right, sir, that'll be $9.11. All right, thank you very much. All right, and you're all set, ready to go. I'll be paid. Here are your 3 drinks that you did not exactly order. Pull up to parking spot number 1, and we'll get you right up. And then, as soon as they get to that parking spot, you call 911. And the officer's going to come into the building and like, all right, what's going on here? All right, sir, I have to put this bluntly. There's a drunk guy at parking spot number 1 that just ordered. So before you go out there, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to wear this Taco Time worker hat, take this food, and let you do whatever you want to do with that drunkard. You see the giddy in his eyes, and he was like, dude, you made my job so much fun. Thank you so much. Have a great night. So the cop gets to the freaking window to this drunkard, tipsy driver, right? And the drunkard was like, roll down the window. And the officer was like, howdy, sir. This is Officer Johnny here. Do you want to do this the easy way or the hard way? He sobers up for like a second, and he's like, can I just eat and then go? Nope. Pulls out the drunkard, arrests them, leaving the food in his car, and he was like, I blame it on the autism. I don't know why the music is off, but I guess that's my cue. Thank you so much for the time, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great rest of your night.
The music's supposed to be in between. All right, we're going to be up for our next theatrical endeavor, if you will oblige us. This next scene takes place on a construction site with 3 guys named Gus, Miles, and Daryl. All right. Right? Really look the part, don't I?
Hey, sorry, I'm late, fellas.
That's okay.
I forgot my vest, so hopefully they won't notice. Alright,
Construction.
Just a comedy show.
There's some supposed to be
Kelly, this way you walk, it's defiant.
Oh, God, are you quantum physics? Because I can't explain to you, but I'm still obsessed. Say, Gus, how does your love life so late?
You know my relationships. They're like drywall, slapped up fast, full of nail holes. No one wants to lay anything heavy on them.
I gotta change my accent. I did the wrong one. Mine too. The last one buckled as soon as I leaned on her. Flat, fragile, and full of some other guy's nail holes.
Jeez, they didn't get to meet you guys at the project. Mine never made it out of Home Depot. So me and my wife were building this big old house, right? And all of a sudden she left me for some other contractor with even better credit. Better credit, my ass.
I'm sorry, Miles. I thought you and Maxine were trying to make it work.
I thought you guys were really trying.
Oh, no, yeah, we're really trying, but there was one problem. It's just in the wiring. Communication. One connected line cut, sparks would fly. And then the next thing you know, the fire department's talking at your throat like, sir, this marriage is a total loss.
Hey.
Hey!
Are you a YouTube channel? Because I subscribe and turn on all notifications.
Are you a nap because you're
Are you coffee? Because I want you in me
Yeah.
every morning.
What?
That's kind of gay.
I said coffee, not latte. Besides, you know I like it.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa! Take it easy, Tiger. Holy
Wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Except what?
Well, I'm just saying it might be easier.
What's easier for what?
Well, you know, if we were gay. Now hear me out. Hear me out. Just hear me out here. We all get along. We never fight. And we can build a house 10 times better than this. We've got skills.
Are you suggesting we marry each other now?
Well, you know, it might just be easier. Think of the economics.
We wouldn't have to be all alone, fellas.
Well, that sounds real nice, fellas. And I'm sure we can make a real go of it. It's just, my plumbing doesn't plumb that way. I'm sorry to disappoint y'all.
Okay, don't even get you started on plumbing, man. I mean, that's real intimacy right there. Now, it's fun from the outside, but the second it clogs up, you're knee deep in someone else's crap.
Now, hold on. I didn't say we want to sleep together. I said we're married. Are you a vinyl record? I can spin you all night long.
Are you lightning? Because I was just struck.
You're so hot, even my husband's mom shut.
End of scene.
We hope you enjoyed our second theatrical endeavor. Our next comedian is my new best friend in giggles. She's a yoga instructor, the funniest one to make you laugh while you relax. When it's time to leave, she's like, namaste. Ladies and gentlemen, Trish Allen.
Hello, everybody. How are we doing? All right. Are there any millennials in here? Oh, small crowd. Perfect. Have you guys noticed that millennials love to rebrand everything? Everything. Maybe it's because when we were young, we were told of a life that just didn't turn out. Like, go to college, get a degree. In no time, you'll be able to afford a house. Just follow this food pyramid. You'll live a healthy, long life. You're not always going to have a calculator in your pocket. That one was actually a good lie. Or plastic bags are better. Save the trees. Use these. Or maybe it's because we have been inundated with branding and marketing and being the next shiniest thing that we have learned that you gotta sprinkle glitter on everything. Some of my favorite rebrands so far. Tiny homes. In the 90s, if you lived in a single wide on wheels, you might have been on free lunch and probably bullied at school. But now, if you live in a single wide on wheels, you're sitting pretty and you're probably flying business class. Van life. The van down by the river that Chris Farley warned us about is now a $20,000 base model and an $80,000 build out, and you just gotta hope and pray that you are funny enough, crafty enough, and hot enough that people will click on your YouTube videos so you can go fund your way to a Pinterest-free life. MLM, multi-level marketing. We managed to take a Ponzi scheme and our mom's Tupperware parties and scam all of our friends. Now any Becky on Facebook can peddle essential oils, kitchen gadgets, or the next wellness retreat. Which leads me to forest bathing. You can't just walk in the woods anymore. You have to bathe in the forest. And for maximum results, call me and I'll take you up for $19.99. But my favorite rebrand so far is coming from the millennial women. At the time of life that our grandmothers called the change, but our moms didn't talk about. Have you guys heard this yet? We have rebranded perimenopause as cougar puberty. Which is fantastic because so many of us have kids going through regular puberty, so now it's a bonding experience. Instead of trying to figure out why we're screaming at each other one minute and then crying and singing Taylor Swift the next, we're now bonding over zit cream and understanding each other. At least in cougar puberty, you get to drink wine in your tiny home. But there was a long time there where I did not want to be called a millennial. I was born in 1982, and I really wanted to join forces with Gen X. They were so cool. They got to drink out of the water hose and ride their bikes until well after dark, and their parents didn't care enough to micromanage. Hell, there was a PSA that came on at 10 o'clock every night. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Gen X took no shit. Took names, took no shit, and millennials got participation trophies and guilt trips. But have no fear, they have since created a new micro-generation called Zennials, which is people born from 1979 to 1984, so we get the X in there, we feel cool. And we are the ones that grew up still playing outside in an analog world, but we were the beta testers for computers. And so, I don't know if any of you guys grew up playing Oregon Trail. Yeah, so if you have never played this game, it's where you are responsible for getting you and your 4 family members, you and 3 other family members from Missouri to the Willamette Valley, Oregon. And you are given a period time appropriate amount of money and a supply store. You have to choose between bread or ammo. You have to weigh how much weight your livestock can carry. And then after you carefully decide what you're going to need without having any idea what you're getting into, you hit the space bar and you watch the pixelated little wagon walk across a very pixelated Wild West while the computer generates ridiculously impossible situations that a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old has to figure out how to get out of. And you only have a multiple choice. And I can tell you that you can choose a lot, and there is a 90% chance that you are going to choose wrong. And we wonder why we have a bunch of adults walking around with anxiety. I started therapy a few years ago, and my therapist started treating me for PTSD, and I was like, well, what? I didn't go to war. But then I remembered, yeah, every Tuesday I lost at least one beloved family member to dysentery. I had to shoot an oxen and decide which family member was starving that night. Thank you guys, you've been a wonderful audience.
Fantastic. Trisha Allen, everybody. Keep it going. All right, we've got one more comment, but I've got a couple more. So last year, I lost 50 pounds. Don't worry, this year I found it. At Los Tacos. Los Tacos is so delicious. It's my new favorite place to eat in Sheridan. By far, gets a little crazy on Saturday nights with the music. You know, I gotta say, I heard a rumor about it. Now, I don't want you guys, I'm telling you because I don't want you, when you hear it, to spread everything. It's not true, but I heard that Los Tacos isn't just a taco selling joint. You're actually a front for an illegal, underground Mexican disco. It's true, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy on Saturday nights. And I'm telling you this because I don't want, what if this rumor falls into the wrong hands? Can you imagine some racist calling up ICE? Hello, ICE. First of all, I'm not racist. But second, there's these guys. Oh, hold on a second. Hey Juan, can I get a number 7 burrito quesadilla? Extra concentrate. I gotta go. Gets his food, but he forgets that he didn't hang up yet. So he's enjoying his awesome, delicious food. They're like, sir, did you say you have some people to report? Oh yeah. You know that white bus in front of the bowling alley? That's a new one. I'm working on it. Thanks for indulging me. Oh, yeah. All right. That's it. I'll keep it there. I'll save my next crappy joke for next time. You guys ready for your final performer tonight? This guy is one of my best friends of all time. I once accidentally saw him changing in the gym shower room and thought to myself, good for you! Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Richard!
Thank you for coming out. My name is Dan, and I'm an alcoholic. There you go. That was a test to see where my target audience is. So that phrase, hi, my name is Dan, I'm an alcoholic. I've said that so many times, I get a free punch card. 2 more meetings, I get a free relapse. Now, the big book of AA says we will not regret the past, nor shut the door on it. So I'm going to kick that door wide open and drag my shame through it. You see, I wasn't your classical drunk. I wasn't pounding beers at a backyard barbecue. I wasn't philosophizing over a Corona. My brand, well, it wasn't Jack Daniels. I wasn't manly enough for that. And White Claw, I'm too manly for that. No, my brand, aisle 12, Walgreens, Listerine. I know, fluoride sorrow in a plastic bottle. Now, while others were out building beer bongs, I was building a shrine to bad decisions and mouthwash misery. And my last drunk, well, that left me with a picture. Me, passed out. And next to me, crowded together, empty Listerine bottles. Like content creators, live streaming my descent into antiseptic psychosis. And that's where I forgot where I'm going. See, that's not a picture. That's a warning to others. So that's what rock bottom looks like. Now with fluoride protection.
Now, in the midst of all this chaos, I met a dentist who also had addiction problems. I know, it sounds like the start of a bad joke, so here we go. We bonded, and eventually he did become my dentist. Because nothing says friendship like a ruthless appraisal of your life while getting your cavities filled. And nothing, and I mean nothing, builds trust like root canals and regrets. Now, not too long after that Listerine picture was taken, I had a dental appointment. I arrived and I proceed to wait, and wait, and wait. Finally, my dentist friend comes in, and I'm like, hey, what took so long? And he goes, I saw the picture. See, recovery is help disguised as therapy. That punch card, only redeemable for accountability. Family and friends breathing down your neck like a probation officer who just got your new address. And sobriety, well, that's boot camp for your hell. Meetings, they're more like group therapy for alcoholics who swear they're sober, but still gargle Listerine like it's going out of style. And coffee's so burnt, it asked me for a cigarette before it died. And interventions that make you feel better and terrible at the same time. It's like giving CPR to a corpse with a sense of irony. And my dentist friend, his response to my picture, perfection. I saw the picture. After that, I had to hide the mouthwash. So I'm getting older, and with age comes reflection. Ah, the memories. Saturday morning, eating cereal, watching cartoons, thinking life is just going to be simple. Then life went full rapture, the four horsemen, marriage, divorce, bills, kids. Ah! I'm kidding. I love my kids. Ah, the memories. The times I'd call them down, line them up against the pantry door so I could chart their heights. Time to catch up. Tell me about your day. Bethany, you want to see if you're taller than last year? And just like that pantry door, every year I get a hash mark of a tattoo. Kind of like you're tracking sobriety or prison time. Only I'm charting the slow, humiliating descent of the boys in the basement. Documenting their journey from penthouse suite to basement apartment. It's like watching your favorite rock band. You know the truth. I blew that one. It's like watching your favorite, it's like watching an aging rock band. You see the truth, but you remember the youth. Exactly right. So my boys, they're not exactly defying gravity anymore. They're more like gravity's best friends. I mean, they're out there networking, handing out resumes, and this is a problem when you're an older gentleman like myself. Anytime I go to sit, get in a car, or even the work tractor, I'm not checking hydraulics or oil or even tire pressure. I'm checking to see if my ass cheeks are going to have nuts for lunch. It's a whole ritual. You know, you got to throw the leg up, and you got to do this hip swing, and then a good old hip thrust, and like that old cup and ball game. You do it right, victory. You do it wrong, and it time out. Time out. You fellas know what I'm talking about. And this all could have been prevented. And this is my beef, the double standard. Women, you can cry at work, and it's an empathy circle. Men, we cry at work, AA sponsor call. Women, drink rosé in the tub, self-care. Men drink Listerine in the shower, court-ordered rehab. bless your hearts. You can adjust the ladies anytime. And it's like the sun splitting the clouds. It's sudden, blinding, and everyone stares. Ah. It's so majestic, you have to expect doves to be released. But if I just once adjust the boys at Starbucks, I got a blue-haired barista calling security, I got a cold hazelnut going on, and it's just me standing there. People staring, whispering, look at that old pervert. Listen, I'm old, but I'm not a pervert. Just imagine if I could confidently reach down there, give a good old shake and declare, ah, the boys are back in town. You'd all call the cops. Suddenly I'm on the news. Dan Richard arrested at Starbucks for unauthorized scrotal adjustment. Why is it okay for the ladies to adjust the girls, but I can't adjust the boys? Why do I have to bow down to society norms? Why doesn't society just chill out and let a man adjust himself without it being a federal offense? It's a double standard, a blatant, low-hanging double standard. And until we achieve true scrotal equality, do me one courtesy. When I said no eye contact, it's awkward. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Dan Richard, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our show tonight. We're so glad you came out. We'd like to thank Ann Gardner from State Farm Insurance. Trish, you got something to say?
Hello, everyone. I'd just like to let you all know that comedians all across Sheridan are struggling and need your help. Your donation tonight could keep us in therapy, stocked on Listerine, in the Witness Protection Program, and so much more. I would like to thank our MC, Brian Leigler, for a wonderful show this evening. And I'd like to bring out the rest of our comics. We've got Lois Bell, everybody. And the marvelous Marv Mazalowski. And Shy Clem. Dylan Peterson, our resident alien. Dan Richards. Trish Ireland, we thank you all so much for supporting your local comedians. Have a wonderful night.
I asked if you wanted